If you're searching for a replacement battery for your Angelcare baby monitor, especially the Angelcare AC327 model, you've landed in the right place. Because today, I'm revealing what no one else is telling you about the Angelcare AC327 battery replacement. But here's what surprised me. Despite rave promises, this replacement battery has a shocking rating of just 1 star on Amazon. Now, you might think a battery is just a battery, right? Wrong. The Angelcare AC327 replacement poses some serious problems that could leave your baby monitor lifeless at the worst possible time. So, before you click that buy button, stick around, because this honest review will save you hours of frustration and possibly a fair share of sleepless nights. Let me start by saying, this video is for parents and caregivers who rely on their Angelcare baby monitors to keep a close eye and ear on their little ones. If your monitor's battery is failing and you're hunting for a quick, reliable replacement, you want to know exactly what you're getting into. I'll take you through the details, the hiccups, and yes, some solutions you probably haven't heard yet. Now, you'd expect a product that costs just under $24 and claims to be a high-quality replacement to work flawlessly. It's touted to be compatible with several Angelcare models like AC320, AC327, AC337, and AC527. The specs look promising on paper. A 3.7V Li polymer battery with 1800 mAh capacity, certification stamps like ISO 9001, RoHS, CE, UN 38.3, you name it. But a question that immediately popped into my mind was, if all these certifications are legit, why on earth does it have an overwhelmingly negative rating on Amazon? Because if a battery fails to perform for your baby monitor, it's not just an inconvenience, it's a real risk. Before diving deeper, here's a quick joke break to lighten the mood. Why did the baby monitor's battery go to therapy? Because it felt drained all the time. Okay, that's one down, don't worry, I've got 3 more. Back to business. Consumers repeatedly complain that even after careful verification of model number and battery part number, this replacement battery has erratic performance. Some report that it barely lasts a few days compared to the original's longevity. Others say their monitors stopped working completely after installing this high-quality battery. What's worse, the size and fit are not always perfect. Picture spending time trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, except the peg is your baby's safety. I reached out to several reviews and noticed a consistent theme. Users warning parents not to rely solely on the specs listed because real-world testing tells a harsher story. One user recounted how, after swapping in the replacement, their monitor's battery indicator flickered wildly, bleeding a ton of anxiety into the night. Another mentioned the battery died mid-use, leaving them scrambling for answers while their baby slept unmonitored. Imagine that kind of heart-pounding panic, definitely no joke. So, what exactly is going wrong here? A few technical issues might be at play. Even though it's labeled Li polymer with 1800 mAh capacity, internal quality control could be lax. Substandard materials or inconsistent manufacturing can lead to lower actual capacity, poor charging cycles, or dangerous overheating. Combine that with the user reports of dimension mismatches. 60.0 x 57.0 x 5.3 is supposed to be perfect for the AC327, but slight variations can cause poor contact inside the monitor. Batteries have to fit snugly and safely. Any wiggle room can interrupt the power flow. Here is where hope isn't lost. Despite its shortcomings, the Angelcare AC327 battery does have redeeming qualities if you choose wisely. First, make sure you double-check your model and battery part number, as the product page warns clearly. Don't assume it works universally across some Angelcare models without verification. If you're not completely sure, the seller encourages you to email them for professional suggestions, though this extra step can feel cumbersome when you want a fast fix. Now, a twist. Why is this battery so cheap? At just $23.83, it's significantly less than official replacements. This low price might be tempting for cash-conscious parents, but with a 1-star rating, what's the real cost? Sometimes what seems like a bargain can end up costing more in stress, time, and product replacements. Think of it like buying cheap diapers. You might save up front but regret it later. Speaking of savings, here's the second joke. Why don't batteries ever get invited to parties? Because they're always negative. Okay, I promise the next one is better. Let's talk compatibility because that's another sticking point. This replacement battery is technically compatible with AC320, AC327, AC337, and AC527 models. However, if the battery's dimensions or part number are off even slightly, your monitor might not read it properly. Angelcare models are precise machines. A battery mismatch can trigger error signals or complete failures. If you're not skilled in repairs or don't have spare parts on hand, the consequences could be frustrating. If you're watching this worried about a sudden shutdown of your baby monitor mid-use, here's a reality check. Always have a backup plan. Whether that's a second monitor, a charged spare battery from a reliable source, or a cordless audio monitor you can fall back on. This replacement battery works well only if you accept its limitations and are prepared to troubleshoot if things go south. Here's a question to ponder, and I'll leave it open to tease you. What if you could get a better replacement option with slightly higher cost but zero headaches? Later in this video, I'll recommend a few alternatives that are worth every penny for any parent's peace of mind. Stay tuned for a full breakdown shortly. On the flip side, many users appreciate the certifications they see on this battery. ISO 9001 ensures a certain quality management standard. RoHS compliance means it's free from hazardous substances. CE marking indicates conformity with European health and safety standards. For parents who are eco-conscious or worried about safety regulations, these stamps are reassuring. But in practice, they don't always guarantee durability or fit. Think of certifications like a fancy badge on a racehorse. Looks good, but the horse might still trip on the track. Here's another joke to keep things rolling. What do you call a battery that tells jokes? A pun-charged battery. All right, last joke coming up soon. So, what about customer support? Official Angelcare batteries typically come with reliable after-sales service, but third-party replacements can be hit or miss. Some users said the seller responds well to emails, even offering to verify battery details before purchase. That's a helpful extra layer of confidence. However, others report that once the battery is purchased, getting refund or replacement can be a slow process. And since this product is prone to premature failure, a hassle-free return policy is a must-have. Always check the seller's return terms before committing. Now let's talk value for money. At $23.83, you might think this is an economical choice compared to original Angelcare batteries, which can run upwards of $40.50. But is it really saving you cash if you end up buying 2 or 3 replacements? One person lamented spending over $70 in total because they kept ordering this same battery trying to get a working one. So the best investment might be to spend a bit more upfront on a tested, reliable battery. Here is your final joke as promised. Why was the battery always calm? Because it knew how to conduct itself. Now that's energized humor. Let me recap and offer my personal takeaway. The Angelcare AC327 replacement battery has the certifications and compatibility claims, but its dismal Amazon rating of 1 star reveals a serious disconnect between promise and performance. Parents relying on this battery risk short run times, erratic monitor behavior, and device failure. If you're comfortable troubleshooting or contacting the seller to verify your specific model, this battery might work as a budget option. But if peace of mind and uninterrupted monitoring are your priorities, investing in a genuine manufacturer replacement or a highly rated third-party alternative is highly recommended. In conclusion, Don't buy the Angelcare AC327 replacement battery without weighing your options carefully. It has potential but comes with risk, and when it comes to your child's safety, risk is something no parent wants to take. Always triple-check your model compatibility and prepare a backup plan. For those looking for the best deal, I've placed the latest Amazon link in the description below. Prices tend to fluctuate quickly, so snatch up the best price while you still can. Remember, a good battery is the heart of your baby monitor. Don't let a cheap replacement turn a blessing into a nightmare. If this review helped you avoid a faulty purchase or gave you clarity, hit the like button and subscribe for more honest product insights. Your peace of mind and your baby's safety are non-negotiable, and I'll keep bringing you the honest truth behind popular products. Thanks for watching.